Duncan Madenge, Member of Parliament, Nyeri Town Constituency, Mrs. Honorine Kiplagat, Chairperson of National Trustees, Kenya Girl Guides Association, elected national and county government leaders present, distinguished Girl Guides and Girl Scouts community, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let me see your hands. Good afternoon. It is an honor to join you on this remarkable World Thinking Day 2025 celebration in the home and burial town of the founders of the guiding and scouting movements, Lord and Lady Baden-Powell. We gather to celebrate with the Kenya Girl Guides Association and its global family as we reflect on the role of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts in shaping the future. Receive greetings from our President, Dr. William Ruto, who appreciates the input that Kenya Girl Guides Association has on the lives of our young girls. Let me commiserate with the entire Girl Guides community following the loss of our Chief Commissioner, Professor Faith Guru. We celebrate our dear professor who embodied the Girl Guides value in every facet of her life. Although I could not attend the funeral, I was represented by my Chief of Staff, Madam Mary Muinde, who conveyed my condolences to the family and the Girl Guides community. Professor, we say pole again. World Thinking Day is a significant occasion celebrated annually by Girl Guides and Girl Scouts across the globe. This date marks the shared birthday of Lord Baden-Powell, the founder of the Boy Scout movement, and his wife, Lady Olive Baden-Powell, the world chief guide. The day represents an opportunity to unite and advocate for the challenges faced by Girl Guides and Girl Scouts worldwide. We devote this day to reflecting on one another, celebrating our international sisterhood, and amplifying our voices on issues impacting young women worldwide. Girl Guides, ladies and gentlemen, this year's theme, our story, reflecting the symbolism and values of our movement, allows us to pause and consider the rich history of the Girl Guides movement, its triumphs and milestones, and its transformative impact on the lives of girls and young women worldwide. It is also a moment to look forward and consider the crucial steps we must take to shape a brighter and more inclusive future for the next generation of young girls and women in Kenya and around the globe. We appreciate the efforts of the Kenyan Girl Guides Association volunteers who work tirelessly to ensure that school units and local initiatives are inclusive and welcoming. Volunteers foster environments where girls feel safe, are treated equally, and receive the support necessary to unlock their full potential. However, this is not solely the responsibility of the Girl Guides Association or its volunteers. We must unite as a society to ensure every child has an equal opportunity for engagement and empowerment. Poverty remains a most pressing issue, limiting access to education, healthcare, and essential services for many girls. This is worsened by climate change, which threatens the livelihoods of many communities, displacing families and making it difficult for girls to stay in school as they attempt to support their families to fend for food and water. We must be united in the push to ensure that every girl has the right to quality education. One key barrier to education is hunger, which affects school enrollments and retention. A strategy to achieve the government's target of 100% enrollment and retention is ensuring Kenya meets the targeted universal school feeding goal of 10 million children accessing school meals by 2030. To achieve this, We need a sustainable approach that involves the children learning the importance of food security and practical skills that can be applied in school and at home. We have launched the Feed One End Hunger initiative to support and train primary schools to produce food on school grounds. As the Girl Guides, we have the One Girl, One Tree campaign as our environmental flagship project. However, as we were guided by our president, I urge the Girl Guides to increase the tree growing from 1 tree to 30 trees every year. Some of these trees should be fruit trees, like we have planted an avocado fruit tree today in the compound of this great school. The Girl Guides can collaborate with the 4K clubs in every school to allocate a section of the school farm for fruit garden. This will enhance national tree cover and improve the nutrition of our fellow students. Girl Guides, ladies and gentlemen, let us all continue to champion the values of the Kenya Girl Guides Association: dignity, integrity, spirituality, servant leadership, and citizenship. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the partners and stakeholders who help the Kenya Girl Guides Association fulfill its mandate. To the Girl Guides, you are the leaders of today. Let us apply the skills and values of the Girl Guide movement in our daily lives. This training ground will prepare you for more responsibilities in the future and accelerate us towards the future we desire. Like the hummingbird story told by Professor Wangare Maathai, I may be small and insignificant, but I will always do the best I can. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the Girl Guides. Once again, let me just say one thing just to respond. Chair, you can have your seats. Because, once the leaders come to the podium and make requests, it's good to also respond. There are many requests that have been given to me and to the team that we were in the holding room, and also given by the national chair and the leaders. We really appreciate the work that you are doing, as I have said in my speech. But I want to promise that, God willing, we shall partner with different government arms and with private sector to help you deliver on some of these requests. I want to give you my commitment as your national patron that I will support you in every way possible to make sure that the dream and the vision that was begun over 100 years ago can continue to live. And I want to thank all of you, especially our young girls and even the different stages. I was very happy to see the prayer that was made today, that we started from a girl that maybe was 4 years old, and we ended with Mheshimiwa's teacher, who I'm sure is a senior citizen, just to say that Girl Guides continues to live on from generation to generation. And we want to thank the founders, like I've said. And I think the best gift that we can give them is to continue doing the good that they did. They did it while they were here, and imagine it is in our country. When people talk of Girl Guides and Boy Scouts worldwide, Kenya is mentioned because this is where the founders, started, and they were actually buried here. So I think the best gift we can give them is to improve the facilities and just to do what we need to do. I want just to request everybody, especially the people seated right here behind me, let's support County Commissioner, our Mheshimiwa from Nyeri, and all these leaders. Let's see what we can do when they're talking about a fundraiser at the end of the year. Now that we were here today, let's all come together, give our resources, talk to our friends, and support the Girl Guides, and by extension, the Boy Scouts in this great nation. I have promised the team that I will be visiting their offices. It's just across State House. And God willing, in another 2 weeks, we shall take a walk there so that we can see the buildings and we can see how the Secretariat works. And we can also just have a conversation so that we do not just be people who come to functions and meetings and talk, but we become people who come to meetings and functions and do something, so that, God willing, when we meet next year on this same day, the thinking day, we can give a report and say in 2025 we were here. But we have done this in 2025, and we are trusting God to do this in the future. So as your patron, I just want to give you my commitment that I'm determined more than any other time to support the Girl Guides and, by extension, the Scouts. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you, and may you have a good time when you are here doing your camp. I just want to reiterate what our Member of Parliament and our County Commissioner have said. Let's just continue being good citizens like the way we are as Girl Guides. I also saw it in my primary school. I didn't have the opportunity to join, but they were the best. You know, they took care of the environment. You know, we used to see things happening, and you could hear people saying, no, don't worry, the Scouts and the Girl Guides will come and do that. But today we are saying, let's not just leave it to you. Let's all come together as citizens of this great nation and do good for our nation. Thank you so much. May the good Lord bless you, and have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Your Excellency. A big round of applause to our first lady. Before you take your seat, Your Excellency, I would request that you move a bit forward to receive a gift, and I'll invite Betty Olo, the chair of the Bravos, and Rosemary Kairu to present this gift to Her Excellency.
Kindly let's do so.